Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck, where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. Friends, today I'm going to share with you some of the research work I had already done for myself, thinking that this is something that everybody has to do, so save you a little bit of time. I have done some work on aggregating the analyst estimates and recommendations for three companies: Crispr, Illumina, and Ginkgo Bioworks. And I think most of the audience of our channels are looking at these three companies. So you would be interested in. So let's get started. I'll explain what I have collected. Welcome back, friends. First, let us start off with Crispr Therapeutics. Most analysts think of Crispr as a good stock to buy, but some advise holding rather than buying more. The expected share price is higher than the current price, but predictions vary widely due to sector uncertainty. So let me show you the analyst estimates and then walk you through it and give you my summary of what I think about it. So here we are with the chart for Crispr Therapeutics. As you can see, the estimates from the various analysts have a wide range. At the peak, we have $105 by Piper Sandler and $102 by Oppenheimer. And then the analyst estimates goes as low as, say, $42 with RBC Capital, 47 by Goldman Sachs, and 43 by Morgan Stanley. So it becomes rather difficult for a retail investor to get an idea of what to expect. So from my perspective, I think the overall mood is positive, but not overwhelmingly so. There are some concerns and risks noted by more cautious agencies. The bottom line is that if you're considering investing in Crispr Therapeutics, I personally would feel that looking at this chart, most analysts generally expect gains from current levels and rate the stock favorably, but differing opinions highlight the importance of weighing both optimism and potential risks. So in my mind, I'm thinking that when I look at the technicals of the chart and look at the regression channel that I showed you earlier, I'm thinking that I'll wait and watch a little more before entering into Crispr Therapeutics and see how all these tariff issues and everything goes, how the midterm goes. So I'm looking at a long-term perspective with regard to Crispr Therapeutics, and I'm thinking that there'll be better opportunities to enter into it so that while it sits in the portfolio, it's not too much in the red for a longer period of time. So that's my thought process. And I'd like to hear from you guys what you think about this. Next, let's look at Illumina, a company that I'm quite excited about. I think Illumina is a potential blue chip. It's going to go back to its previous highs. If you look at the chart also, which we have been discussing on every live stream, pre-market live stream, the chart is also looking pretty decent. And there are some entry points that are emerging right now below the $100 range. And in that light, I'm going to show you the analyst targets and give you what I think about the price target for Illumina. Well, here we have the Illumina chart, and you will see that the lowest price target is from Citigroup with a strong sell. They downgraded it on July 2025. And if you go for the highest out here, the highest is somewhere around 177.67 by public.com. I don't recognize this website, but if I was to go for the next best that you can have, Leerink Partners at 200. What do major analysts say, the ones that we generally have a look at? I think the max that I can see here is Benzinga with 131, and we have RBC Capital with 126. So if you keep those things in mind, and also the fact that the chart is looking pretty decent, then I would say that the price targets range widely between $75 to $185, with an average consensus. I think I'd place it around $110 to $132 for Illumina. Considering that average consensus price right now, it is pretty cheap. The majority rating is hold, with some buy and a few sell or strong sell ratings. So I think that the recent estimates reflect cautious optimism, with some analysts raising price targets and others remaining cautious or bearish. From my perspective, I'm a little bit on the cautious plus bullish side. I would not be on the bearish side at all. I think that is also because I hold hopes that the fact that they are in the blacklist in China right now is a major drag. Someday in the near future, if you are looking at it as a long-term investor, someday in the near future, that blacklist is going to exclude Illumina, and when that happens, that is going to be a huge tailwind. And in the meantime, Illumina has already started doing cost cutting to improve its margin and to compensate for the loss of business in China. And that is going to make the company much more strong, robust, and more productive. And that tie-up with NVIDIA would keep them at the cutting edge of AI in the multiomics area, which is again a big deal. And I think the new CEO is fantastic. And overall, there is a lot of positive synergies happening out there in Illumina. So I'm going to be very bullish about it. And I think the consensus price average target for Illumina about 20 to 24 of around 20 to 24 analysts often sits near $114, reflecting about 14 to 16% upside from current prices. So that's the way I would look at it. The spread in price targets reflects uncertainty in Illumina's revenue growth and market prospects, despite a strong earnings beat that was noted recently. So overall, I would say I'm a little bit bullish, trying to look at a lower entry price so that if it sits in my portfolio for the longer term, I don't have to see it in the red for a long period of time. So I'd like to buy it as low as possible. And do I think that the stock is not good and it's going to fall? No, not that way. But overall, economic fundamentals are getting weaker. Inflation is creeping up. Tariff issues are also coming into the forefront, into the economic data. And also you have geopolitical strife going on, especially with the tariffs on India. There seems to be a strong realignment of BRICS nations. All of those things are likely to push the stock market down. And when that happens, I think I would like to buy up Illumina. I would like to hear from you guys what you think. Put it in the comment section. Next, let us move on to Ginkgo Bioworks, where most analysts recommend a hold rating with some leaning towards buy. Let's go to the chart and have a look at it. Here we have the chart for Ginkgo Bioworks. And as you can see, the range is pretty wide. Goldman Sachs has got it at around 30 cents with the sell rating. Target was lowered on July 2024. There have been no updates after that. So they have stopped looking at it. So we have all old targets, which kind of don't make any sense. And I think when Goldman Sachs mentioned it at 30 cents at the time, the reverse split had not happened. Subsequently, I think other analysts have got ratings which are much more reliable. So TD Cowen has it at $10 and BTIG Research has it at around $7. So personally, I think that when I look at analyst ratings, they are lagging behind it in terms of having the latest ratings on Ginkgo Bioworks. Some positive things have definitely happened with Ginkgo Bioworks. First of all, it's also got into the AI bandwagon. That's a very big positive, because I believe companies that do not get into the AI bandwagon are going to become dinosaurs, and they will become extinct, and they'll be left behind. But that said, I think there is not much in this table that we can use. After looking at all the available analyst estimates and my own look at the chart is cautious optimism. I wouldn't be as optimistic about Ginkgo Bioworks as I am about Crispr Therapeutics or Illumina. But overall, I think there is improvement in Ginkgo Bioworks. And I'm cautiously optimistic. I've already invested a little bit of speculative amount on Ginkgo Bioworks, and would be looking at selling it in the short term, just playing a little bit on the fluctuations. Overall, it's not as bad as it used to be earlier before the reverse split. So I think things are starting to improve a little bit for Ginkgo Bioworks. I'd like to hear from you guys what you think about it. And yeah, please let me know if you like these kind of videos, even on the AI side and on other genomic companies. If you're looking for a consolidation of price targets and analyst recommendations, please put the name of the companies that you want me to do that for in the comment section. And I'll make sure that the next time I do it, I'll make a video on them. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.